And what I mean by stuck in my room trapped is I've not been outside to do anything in over 5 years. The last time I remember ever getting out of the house to hang out with friends, family, was about 4 years ago.
There's been a drought of Cyraxx panel rages or appearances ever since the device burnings. And it's kind of reminiscent of, when Marty was around and for months Cyraxx would just desperately avoid all his panels. And, I guess it seems this is going to be like the status quo for a little while until something else happens. But he's still making these sob stories or sob story videos to the judge from the device burning that happened 3 weeks ago. He's still coping. And I guess I want to quickly dunk on the Goblin and look at his videos.
Hello, Your Honor. My name is Chance. And I'm here today to explain to you my story about everything that happened, including taking accountability for my own actions, which I'm not proud of. As I'm sure you already know, I've done some very horrible things, which I'm sure the other side has already showed you. And I'm here to tell you that I'm not proud of those things. I'm not. What I did was wrong. And I understand that it could have gotten me in a lot of trouble. But if I'm being honest, Your Honor, during that time, I was not in a healthy state of mind. I was broken. I was lost.
It could have gotten me in a lot of trouble. I was broken. The Goblin doesn't feel sorry for sending its penis to what he thought was a 14-year-old girl. Even the 2021 Massel Sting operation logs, or message logs, whatever, he's telling us what he thinks is a 14-year-old, how she'll be punished and imprisoned if she tells anyone, and how he doesn't want to see that happen to her. I'm just imagining this is set in some corny Korean manhwa / manga, right? And Marty's making fun of the cowering goblin who's covered in an aura of bed bugs and scabs. And Sarga's having this anime breakdown, and he's just his soul's broken, and in a fit of rage, he can't take it anymore. He starts spamming dick pics to every 14-year-old he can find on Facebook. And I can imagine, the only thing that'll surprise me at this point is Cyraxx uploading a YouTube video that's "What's up, motherfuckers? Today I've been watching some Dragon Ball Z, and I've used the Kamehameha on William Glory Hole." And he just does, the Christian Cursey Hameha, on William. And that's, the only thing the Goblin can do that'll, truly surprise me.
I had no help whatsoever. My family tried to reach out over 120 times, begging Akron law enforcement for help. And Akron law enforcement did nothing to help. They left my family to suffer. And in some cases, they even mocked us, mocked me, made fun of me at their own expense. Which hurt my family deeply. Because the same people that were supposed to protect us left us to rot, left me and my family to fend for ourselves with no remorse at all.
We tried to reach out to the Akron PD to stop Music Miss Marty from making fun of me for raping Blind Billy and needing my grandma to rub dick infection cream on my infected penis. They laughed at me. They laughed at me for needing my mom to rub eczema cream on my dick because I can't do it myself, while I call Marty a fat inbred Jew who sits in his mom's basement all day. They made fun of me for being a 35-year-old living in my grandmother's attic, shitting myself because I keep having Jake destroy my goblin ass, and I keep shoving styluses up my ass and like cheating on my like fake girlfriend. This hurts my family. The goblin assumedly just expects the cops to like back in the day, like 2021, to arrest Marty because his feelings are hurt. Like, Marty isn't breaking or wasn't breaking laws, making fun of you for being a retarded PDF midget rapist who loves shoving shit up his ass, shits himself, and makes time his grandmommy rub eczema cream on his dick. And if he just like shut the fuck up back in like 2023 or 2022, he'd be forgotten. But he needs to feed the trolls, and he needs to have an internet presence. So here we are.
I've been trying to do things such as get back into my music career, trying to release music, trying to set up shows where, you know, I can do my job. But unfortunately, due to the circumstances, I've not been able to do my job because I've been stuck here in my room, trapped. And what I mean by stuck in my room trapped is I've not been outside to do anything in over 5 years. The last time I remember ever getting out of the house to hang out with friends, family, was about 4 years ago. And that was the last time I hung out with one of my good friends. And the last time I got to see any of my family was a few months ago. And even when we went out to a restaurant to meet up with my aunt and uncle, we were followed. We were followed by trolls.
What can I say? Okay, he's blaming being a shut-in knee on William Glory Hole. The reason why he can't shower or touch grass is because he's petrified of the trolls beating his ass. He's just a neat goblin loser. What can I say? He's like 5 years without like going anywhere. This has to be like a major reason why his like mental state is like deteriorated so like fast, I guess. And then he just lies about being followed, going to a Cracker Barrel with his aunt. What really happened is he posted a selfie to his Facebook, and then he literally like said he was at Cracker Barrel with his aunt and uncle. And you know, if it were anyone else like Boogie2988 or something, I think this is just some big play for sympathy, and you have to show, oh my god, they're stalking me, guys. But a few clips like disprove that to me, and like Cyraxx genuinely believed William stalked him in a pickup truck to the like Cracker Barrel. For example, this clip of the like Gordon Wilkins and Marty interview.
All of a sudden, he pops up off the couch with his phone in his hand and a picture of his aunt. I want to say it was his aunt.
Yeah,
it
was his aunt.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But he shows me this picture, and
Yeah.
it's a woman with all of
Well,
these.
first off, before he even did that, he's jumped up, and this is what she told me, so I'm filling in her blanks also. When he jumped up off the couch, he started screaming, I gotta go home.
Yeah.
I gotta go
Yeah,
home.
he did.
I gotta go home. And he started getting into this, I gotta go
Like
home.
crazy. I mean,
You
like
know,
that shit.
yes, I do. And Jen looks at him and was like, what are you doing? You know, what? And
What's going on?
he was he was freaking out, man.
Yeah.
He was fucking freaking out on her.
Yeah.
And he shows her a picture, and it was his aunt
Yeah.
sitting on the couch
Yeah.
with grandkids or whatever.
Yeah. There was grandkids, and I want to say there was a dog.
And dogs or
I don't
something on
know.
there. And she said,
She captioned it.
she captioned it and said, I died
Yeah.
went to heaven, you know.
It says, I've died and gone to heaven.
I've died and gone to heaven.
Now, the first
And-
problem with that, even
Well-
the statement, I've never known anybody to die and come back and make a Facebook post. But that's just my theory.
Yeah, I don't think anyone like
That's
makes
the
Facebook posts from heaven. Yeah.
No,
But-
I look at the post and I tried to explain to him what she meant by it in case he didn't understand. And because I'm thinking at this point, 3 fries shy of a Happy Meal. It's game on with this joker. I am fucked. That's exactly what came to mind. As soon as he came off the couch with that, I just thought, oh God, I am so fucked. And so I told him what was going on. And he looked at me and he says, you just don't want me to go home. I said, listen, you little bastard, I don't give a shit if you stay. I don't care. And he just kind of looked at me. He was like, you hate me and I got to go home. My family needs me. My aunt's dead. I'm like, she's dead. Let's go back and replay this one more time because this train missed a fucking track. So I go ahead and explain this to him again, and he just goes apeshit. And he had bowed up on me, and I thought, okay, you're going down like a little fucking twisted pretzel, you little bastard.
The goblin's so regarded that he saw his aunt post like I died and went to heaven, and she's on the couch with her dogs. And Chance saw this as an actual admission from beyond the grave that she passed away and she's in heaven posting on Facebook. And like he's done this with like not comprehending death properly with Ethan recently. Ethan was his buddy trolled in his old 45 and he died in real life, as I said. Cyraxx makes a mourning video where he of course makes it all about himself and then says in like mid-video, Ethan, if you can see this, brother, he expects his dead buddy troll friend to see this YouTube video from beyond the grave. And this is why I believe Cyraxx can't comprehend how the trolls found out how he went to Cracker Barrel. Even though he posted himself like a Facebook post saying he went to Cracker Barrel with his aunt in a stupid ass selfie, he's just so fucking dumb. He can't understand how to not dox himself.
Trying to do better. But these people here today have made that very difficult. By constantly getting in my way of trying to better myself. Of doing my job that makes me happy, that I love. Of stealing from me, tearing me down, destroying me. And I can tell you right now, Your Honor, if you gave me a second chance at life, I would not fail you. Because I want to do better. I want to rebuild my life and be the best version of myself that I can be. I want to be myself again.
There's a thing you notice about Chance, even if you've only been following him for a short period of time. He has no idea what a job actually is. He just sees it as like a kid's fantasy where it can be this like famous rapper or this grunge artist or this like pro audio engineer. There's times where Marty will tell him to dance or tell him to do this or that or get off the internet. And he'll go, but what if I don't want that bitch? What about me? And it just seems like Sally spoiled him and he has no drive to actually put himself in a position that's not rotting in the attic all day. His music makes no money and is just laughed at by the trolls. In the second half, the Goblin says if the judge gave him a second chance, he'd do so much better. He said this every time he was talking to kids, and he's just pretty much asking this judge to make everyone suddenly forget he's been caught talking to kids 7 times. Because when he eventually fucks up and does this thing again, he's just gonna go, oh, but it's the troll's fault. If the troll suddenly, forgot, I wouldn't have talked to that little kid instead of my goblin stick. This is just pretty much the entire video. I'm gonna cut it here short because, I'm kind of late on the whole Cyraxx, 5 girlfriends thing. And yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna watch this shit anyway. Alright, see ya.